This is Al Dente Diva, and you're tuned in to the Grab 'Em in the Brisket Barbecue Podcast.
Straight out of Texas, we're born tremendous way. Fire the grill up and hand me a cold beer. Hey, we're barbecuing, the fire's smoking, the brisket's cooking. Let's grab 'em in the brisket.
Hey, you already know it's Grabbing the Brisket podcast here. So, guys, I'm really kind of sad or sorry to bring this down just a note, just very kind of somber. Wow. I read an article today talking about in Arizona, there's a company that's, I got little notes over here. Alcorn Life. Have you heard of this company before? Alcorn Life.
Life?
Okay. They are in the business of doing cryogenics, freezing people until, I guess, maybe whatever their problems that they have in their life right now.
You're talking about cryogenics.
Cryogenics,
it's the ultimate wake up in the future movie.
Yeah. Making human popsicles.
Yeah, sign me up.
Wait,
Sign me up right now.
Right now, there's currently
freezing now.
If you tell me right now you get and I get paid a lot of money, freeze me.
I don't even think they know the science is actually correct on this whole thing.
They
but
definitely don't.
Right now, there are
They're killing people.
There are 199 people here at this facility, and when I say people, might be some half peoples or maybe a quarter peoples because there's a lot of heads.
Half peoples.
What?
There's a lot of just straight up just heads.
It doesn't really matter. The same premise is all you need is a little bit of DNA, but these narcissistic people that actually pay for this shit are like, no, I want my same head. Make this thing dude, give me somebody else. Anybody in time, you could just need little cells or something.
They're not doing this to people that are alive, right? These people are already dead, right?
No, I think they're freezing live people.
No way. There's no damn way.
First of all,
you don't kill them and then freeze them, right?
Right.
I mean, they're already dying.
Can you imagine?
Deathbed,
Stab.
dying.
All right, die.
I don't know if that's how it happens,
right.
but yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's not how it happens.
I'd just be worried if I was frozen like some janitor, kicking the cable and cutting power.
Right.
Hey, sir, it's for your own good. No.
Well, okay, so two things.
That's what it looks like, by the way. when
One
you're killing people.
is, Ted Williams, the baseball player, his head is stored there. So if you're familiar with him.
Yeah.
Also,
Actually, I knew that,
this is pretty much straight out of the playbook of the movie Idiocracy.
And Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. Just, I don't trust it. I'm just like,
yeah, baby.
You know what? They found frozen woolly mammoths and all types of animals. They haven't brought those back together.
Yeah. Hey, start with those. When you perfect that thing,
they can
come with me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
They can take their DNA and then go all Jurassic Park on their ass, but they haven't brought that actual. It's not Encino Man. I mean, come on, man.
They're not making. Yeah, nobody wants to make an extra Karen. Okay, just let you know.
No.
How do you pay for this? You have a rental fee? Your family stops paying your rent. They're like, pull the plug.
This grandma was like, by the way, I have this trust that I built. It's not for you. It's for you to take care of my frozen body.
Yeah.
And they're like, pull the plug.
Hey, your rent's overdue.
Right.
So wait, you said this is a really sad thing. What's the sad part? Is it just the whole thing is sad?
There's people dying.
Okay.
There's a corporation, there's companies that are profiting off of people that probably have brain tumors and diseases that want to freeze themselves and wake up in the future and be able to be fixed.
I got a deep freezer in my garage. I might be able to make some extra cash.
I was waiting for you to say the power went out or something like that.
What is this? It's not what's their vacation rental, right? It's
right.
Hey.
VRBO.
Yeah.
I'll do discount cryogenics.
In 3033, motherfucker.
Right.
Power goes out, we're in Houston, by the way, but doing moves. Hey, we're moving houses. Let's just, it'll be fine. Just throw it in the back of the moving van.
Hey, real quick.
Get a cooler. Just throw it in.
Buc-ee's has ice on sale for $1.59 a bag.
It's dark.
Yeah.
Did you see how mad were you the other day when you bought ice? It was crazy expensive. You remember that? We came back from.
We went to the other gas station or whatever it was, and it was almost like $4 a bag of ice. I'm like, nobody's paying $4 a bag of ice.
We paid it.
You didn't
We're
just steal a bag
hey,
this
can
time?
we get a bag of ice? And they're like, yeah. And I watched it ring up, and I was just like, ew, I'm not paying that. And then James just looks over. You could see this disgust like in his face, and he just like swipes it. Right?
Yeah,
He just had to take it.
it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, really quick, I did hear earlier about maybe some TikTok or whatever it was, but they were like younger people referring to people in the 90s as like the late 1900s.
Yeah, the 19th
I've
century.
heard that.
Yeah. Is that like, do you feel like, what?
Yeah, it sounds
What are you saying?
hateful. That's what it is.
I just want to punch you in your face
Right.
right now. Is that weird?
You're from the last century, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I
They're-
saw one. I saw one today, and it was like somebody asked somebody who was like in their 30s, like if they were old enough to have seen Blink 182 in concert. It was like, oh god, like,
Oh, that's not where we're at, right?
that's where we're at.
They're making a comeback, aren't they? Or
They,
going
I,
on
think, I
tour
heard they
or
just
something?
renewed,
Yeah.
or they got the old band back together.
Right. There's also like a movement between I don't know, it's the Gen Zs and millennials and whatever, but there's a question on using the emoji, the thumbs up emoji, being a sign of like just disrespect or disrespectful.
Huh?
I don't. They keep making this shit up every day. It's like one day it's like, hey,
Oh,
thumbs up, hey,
yeah.
everything's great.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, thumbs up is
Other
like
countries, thumb up's a FU, right?
Oh, you can't even just say anything.
Yeah,
You're just
you
like,
can't do that.
yeah,
You
you're
cannot
like,
do that.
it's. We'll move past that because this is not what the Grabbing the Brisket podcast is all about. We're all about talking about beer and barbecue.
And that's all we talk about.
That
Stay on
is-
focus
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
episode.
Nothing else.
Yep.
Yeah, but if we were to get into the news,
Say digress.
we would definitely go into the
Hot off the grill barbecue news. I don't have a whole lot going on. They're still taking the entries for the Rubs of Honor and all those things with the barbecue news. They're up to like almost 500 entries so far just for the Rubs, which I think is pretty big. The only other thing I really got is that we are planning, I don't even think the guys know this, we are planning a big holiday giveaway on the Grabbing a Brisket. It'll be on the podcast, on all the social medias. I don't have any more info I can give you yet, but we have a lot of awesome sponsors that are going to be hooking it up. So y'all stay tuned for that.
nice. Can we do some speculatory
No.
news?
No.
Can we
for it.
guess who's going to win the Jack Daniels World
We
Championship
can do
competition?
that. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, James.
No, you're going to do it right now?
Okay, I'm going to go. I'm either going to I'm just going to throw it out there, chicken fried barbecue
Oh, I like
or
that.
No.
Texas Soul Dust.
No. You're saying
There are two
Texas,
out there.
a Texas team right
Yes.
there.
Yeah. I
Texas
it's hard to
team
bet
wins
against
this.
them. They're killing it for sure. I think Fergalicious Barbecue will be up there. He's been killing it too.
Can I give you a couple of past winners just really quick?
Do it.
Getting Basted, they won the 2021 Jack Daniels. Clark's Crew Barbecue, they won the 2019. Apparently, they had a whole COVID year in between where nobody wanted to
What is
operate
that?
the world.
What's that COVID year?
I don't know. Yeah, everybody apparently was off during 2020,
Losers.
2021. Nobody worked, so we won't go into it. 2018 Butcher's Barbecue.
Okay. I guess we should say real quick, we were supposed to have QU on this week. We talked about it last week, the winner from the American Royale, and he had to reschedule. So we will have him on next week.
We got ditched.
Yeah. I mean, it happens.
So
I
if
guess
we sound
come up.
unprepared, it's because we're
Well,
unprepared.
It's not even that. Listen,
No.
we've actually had guests on where they have problems. There's life going on, right? We actually had one. Was that with
Lane,
Lane? That's right.
Yeah.
With the whole fire and
Dude,
or a possible
5
fire.
minutes into the
Yeah.
interview, he's like,
Gotta go.
I gotta
Bye.
go.
See you.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it
sure-
happens. It's one of those things. Obviously, he'll hold us into the bargain because if he doesn't, we're just going to. I'm just kidding.
Now,
It'll be
if
good.
later this week or next week we see him pop up on some other podcast,
Right.
then,
like
maybe we have an issue.
Yeah. This guy's probably has so many
I
people
know.
like tugging and pulling at him, like, hey, come do this, come do this. I'm sure he's like got a
Wait,
last minute invite or
is he
down to the
cooking out
Jack
here?
or going to.
Yeah, maybe.
he may already be there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have no idea what's going on in anybody else's life. So
Yeah, I was watching the Robert Rocha, the So Smoking Gooder show, and he had another guest on, and they talked a little bit about that guy came out of nowhere. Like there really wasn't much social media wise to learn about this guy or this team. I know he'd been out there cooking, but he just kind of came out of nowhere, and so people were like, you try to look up social medias, whether it's like Insta or
He's not.
Yeah. I didn't find anything. I tried to
couldn't.
do a little research on him, but hey, kudos to that guy. That guy killed it. He won both the Invitational and the Open at the American Royale.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Come on, man.
I had to do some
that's
serious
badass.
digging to find that guy.
And just to recap that really quick, just to really to figure out, like not really figure out, but just like understand really what that means. So out of 550 teams, 560 teams, whatever it is, right? 200 of those teams competed Saturday just to get just head to head against themselves, and they won. And then the very following day, the entire group, all 500 and plus teams, competed against each other, and they still won. So head to head, 2 days in a row. I'm not sure it's ever been done before.
It's never been done before.
Yeah.
It's
No.
first
So
time.
that's
Do you
what I'm
think
saying.
he
It's
still
just-
had the same leftover chicken and stuff from
Yeah.
the previous
Yeah,
day?
he just turned
Just
it
eat
into
it
dinner.
up.
Just warmed it up a little bit.
Yep.
Go, boom.
Good
Here
for
you
him.
go.
Good for him, right?
I
No,
love-
he just
so-
like I think he just has whatever that recipe was for him. Maybe he'll never be able to do it again. Maybe he can, but dude, I mean, it's legendary. That is a legendary move.
Who knows?
Tune in to next
Again.
week. You'll hear all about it.
Got some questions. Actually, if you guys have questions for him, send them in, and we will ask him next week.
And one of these days when this is more popular than football or any other sport out there, this guy's going to be like the OG Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? Like he'll be dead by then, of course, but
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Nah, he'll probably be frozen.
Embarrassing.
At least
gonna-
his head.
Be cryovac right there along with this.
Cryovac. You said cryovac?
I said it on purpose because I said it earlier to Matt. Cryovac along with his little barbecue secrets. And that's probably the end of the barbecue news.
So,
That's it. And that's brought to you by the Barbecue News Magazine and the MBBQA.
boom.
So, John, do you think we maybe should take a word from the sponsors?
Let's do a word from
Let's
the sponsors. This episode is brought to you in part by Oklahoma Joe's new Ryder Deluxe pellet grills.
Since the company's humble beginnings in 1987, Oklahoma Joe has helped those who appreciate the process and the craft of smoking.
What began with Joe Davidson, a member of the Barbecue Hall of Fame, and a dozen hand-built smokers at the Oklahoma State Fair over 30 years ago, has since forged an Oklahoma Joe's brand that builds some of the most sought-after smokers.
Oklahoma Joe has a proud history of creating uncompromising smokers and grills with carefully crafted design, and the newest generation of the popular Ryder Series pellet grills carries on this tradition.
The new features in the Oklahoma Joe's Ryder Deluxe pellet grills include a Pit Control 2.0 system that delivers the category's first dual-sensor temperature control.
Fire-focused dual-sensor feedback optimizes temperature control based on selected cooking styles, low and slow smoking, or high-heat grilling.
A power feed system that boasts the high-torque auger motor that powers through pellets for incredible power and performance.
The new Ryder Deluxe series builds on several popular features, including smoke and sear modes, which features an impressive temperature range that runs from 200 degrees Fahrenheit to a searing hot 650 degrees Fahrenheit, and a 20-pound quick-draw hopper that allows unused pellets to be drained in seconds for simple storage, removal, and swapping of pellet flavors. Guys, if you want to find out more information about the new Ryder Deluxe series pellet grills from Oklahoma Joe, check out the Oklahoma Joe's website, and the link is in our description in the bio, and that's oklahomajoe.com. Man, I love to hear the
Your own voice? Yeah.
My own
Okay,
voice.
Great. Yeah.
sounds great.
Hey, James. just
Obviously,
go
I
ahead-
can't relish in the good looks that I have, so I have to
James.
just soak up the great voice.
Oh, cue it up,
Hey,
John.
that's
if you could just tell everybody how much you,
James has a face for radio like no other.
Man, that is. Hey, no words have been spoken truer.
can you just tell everybody how you freaking volunteer? Now? Let's get out of the way.
Houston.
Yeah,
Okay, we got to take the
Okay,
soundboard
we're
away
good.
from John.
We're good. I'm done.
John just lost privileges.
Right. So this is a perfect segue if we were ever to go into the barbecue. What barbecue? I always screw that up a little
I
bit.
don't know. You always do.
I might need somebody else to segue into that.
I don't
But
think you should actually force it.
this is a perfect segment segue,
Yep. Okay.
Segway? Like the scooter thing?
and we're doing the beer review.
Grab them in the brisket. Beer review.
What do we got, guys?
Coors Light.
I'm excited. So while we sit here, Matt's going to run off, grab us some beers. I'm assuming.
I can tell you what we have. He's going to grab it, but I
No,
can
no,
tell us
yeah,
all about
please
it.
tell
if
us,
you want,
yeah.
This is one that I've been waiting for us to get in Texas for a long time.
Okay.
This is a Yuengling, but it's the Hershey's Yuengling. Have you seen this?
No, I have not seen this,
It's come out a couple times.
but I think I heard about it
yeah.
maybe last year or
Yeah,
something.
this is at least the third year I've heard about it. It's a porter. It's a Yuengling Hershey's
Okay.
porter, and I've been wanting it, but it's not been in Texas until this is the first time I've seen it.
Dude, this looks delicious. It has the Hershey's logo on it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're both in Pennsylvania, right? So
Isn't Yuengling like the oldest beer bottling company in the United States or something?
I've heard that. I don't know
Is
if
that-
it's
is that
accurate
true?
or not, but
They might be. I'm not. I actually heard somebody else say that, so I'm just repeating what I heard, not what I know.
John, if you need me to help you twist that cap off, just let me know.
Let's see here. So, of course, you got the but you got the Yuengling with the badass little Hershey's logo.
4.7%.
Okay.
Is that normal for a porter? I thought porters are usually a little more alcoholic.
Not necessarily. Stouts are, but I don't think porters necessarily are. It smells like heaven. Oh my god, I'm gonna love this beer.
To be honest, this
it's-
tastes just like
don't-
the chocolate syrup.
He's like Hershey's chocolate syrup. Nope, that's
100%.
it. Just pour this in your.
They
next,
just made this beer with Hershey's chocolate syrup. That's it.
give this to your kids with some milk.
Just drizzle it
You'll
all
thank
over your
me.
ice cream.
I feel like I'm drinking a Yoo-Hoo.
Yeah.
This is good.
Let me
This
get a
is
score. Let's get a score. Let's get a
I
score
feel like
on this.
a scoop of ice cream in this, and I would be in heaven.
It's like a vanilla, some Bluebell vanilla
Yeah.
with like a float.
Yes, a beer
A
float.
good beer float.
We
Yeah,
need
maybe.
to do that. We still have one of these left. We need to save it and do it.
It more has like and definitely the Dutch chocolate. I definitely see the milk though. Like what is that? What would be the
The lactose.
milk
lactose.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lactose they're putting in. It's making this. James, you okay with this?
Yeah. It's very minute.
Okay.
Hey, by the way, on the label, I just saw it does say America's oldest brewery. So there you go. It's right on the top.
There it is. Maybe it's the last time I drank one. I was like, oh, what is this? Merkel's Brewery?
I don't think we've ever given Yuengling a bad score. So let's. Well, maybe we have. We did that one that was super low in alcohol or something. I don't know.
It's very kind of neutral. Like the porter itself, like you figure porters to be very strong in alcohol, and you figured them to be. They always have that chocolate note to them. This actually has chocolate to
Dude,
it.
I
Yeah.
got such a high score right now.
Well, then
I
let
am
me go
beaming.
first. Let me go first so
Beaming
that I
on this
set the
beer.
bar low and you guys can
Don't
end on
be a
high
hater.
note.
You can screw it up if you
Don't
want.
screw it up.
I'm
How
gonna
about
give-
you don't go right now, Matt?
Are you
Just
sure?
Save yourself. No, save yourself for a second. John, I'd love to hear from
Save
you.
yourself a second.
Yeah. Why don't you rethink that? Have another sip for a second.
Compliment sandwich. Good, bad, good.
You
Let's
haven't
do
drank
that.
enough of it yet to give a fair score.
I'm just
So
saying. Just
Finish
have-
your beer,
finish
and
your
then we'll
beer.
talk about
Finish
it.
it.
Yeah. Remember,
This thing,
it's
yeah.
just a beer.
It's chocolatey. It's got it's like a little tiny bit of alcohol flavor. It's
Delicious.
not strong. It's super tasty, super smooth. I'm going with an 8.4. This is
That's
good.
a great score.
This is really
That is
good
a
for me.
really good score.
I like it.
Okay.
I like to drink it.
Yeah.
Wow. Can I go now, Jan?
Yeah, sure. No, you know what, Matt? Hold on. James, I think James is ready.
I'll go. Let's go 7.0. It's a solid beer.
It's fair.
Solid beer.
That's
He's
a
saying good.
great score.
7.0
That
means
is
it's good.
There's got to be like
That's a really
1,200
good score.
calories per beer because there's so much sugar and chocolate in this thing.
It's probably accurate. Yep.
Well, I
So
mean,
you guys are getting lots of chocolate.
if
flavor
you
out
don't
of
want to
this.
save your
You're not?
life, you know, cacao is it's a lifesaver. If you don't want that in your life, man, hey, it's fine. You
It
don't
tastes
like it?
It tastes to me like you took that Hershey's chocolate syrup
The
and
powder.
you cut it with water and like watered it down and then made your beer with it.
For
That's
you.
what it tastes like to me.
That's
Yeah.
very
What's your score?
inaccurate.
Like I want it to be more chocolate.
What's your score?
5.2. Yeah.
God.
This
It's
is not
just I'm
By the way,
not a big fan. It's okay.
I don't know if you know what you're talking about, Matt, anymore.
I know that he doesn't. He
I
doesn't
really
know.
considered you probably one of the smartest guys I've probably
Mm-hmm.
I hang out with. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I'm just gonna end it. I'm just gonna stop
You're a
listening
very
right there.
you're a smart
Yep.
guy.
I'm the
You,
smartest guy. I like
And
that.
but this,
done. And
this,
done.
No, it's to me. I mean,
Hey.
I don't know what you guys are getting. For me, it's like kind of a little
This-
watery. I want more of a chocolate flavor to it, I guess. I've had a lot of chocolate beers and stouts and things like that.
It's like a
And
watery.
I would take all the other ones I've ever had over this one.
You're crazy.
Okay.
This is super chocolatey.
It's
to
like
me.
a watery, carbonated chocolate milk.
No, this is way better than a Yoo-Hoo. By the way, that's what you're
Yeah,
describing.
right.
This is way better than a Yoo-Hoo.
It's not better than
No,
you.
100% it is. You're crazy.
Yeah, Yoo-Hoo won't even get you drunk, bro.
So this is
What's
so
the matter with
this
you?
is so delightful. My score? It's a 9.4.
Oh, God. That's
A
so,
9.4 for this motherfucker.
that's so off.
I
This
love that you
thing-
said that.
No,
That's great.
It is a great drink. You know why this is such a good drink? It's super hot outside, and somebody goes, "Hey, I've got this Yingling. I don't know what is it.
Nobody wants
Hershey's Porter. Yeah, I guess you suck this thing down in 6 seconds, and you're like, bro, I need some water because it's a little chalky in my mouth. Maybe it's delicious.
I honestly don't want anything like
your
milky
kids-
or chocolatey when it's
Here,
hot.
Kids, time for night time. Guess what?
Yeah.
Couple sips of this, off to bed you go. Boom. They love it. Sleep. This is delicious. This is delicious. This is delicious. I could
It's a
drink
great
this
beer
in
if
the morning.
you didn't pay for it and somebody gives it to you for free.
No.
I would drink it again.
I will. I'm
that's what
actually
just
going to
happened,
look for
bro.
these.
That is what
I'm
happened.
going to go look for these now.
Well, I think the big caveat is, does Jan go purchase another 6-pack of these?
Tonight.
If he
Find a-
doesn't,
If it's a nines, he better damn well be doing it.
he's like, I got
listen.
a case at the house.
Off of one beer alone, this is a great beer. I still stand by my score. My score I think was really high because 1 drink, 2 drink, 3 drink, 4, boom. This thing is delicious.
Yeah, I'd rather just have like a Michelob
But I can
Ultra
only have
than
one.
this.
No, this guy's crazy.
I can only
don't
drink
even
one.
know what he's doing.
One would be good for me. I feel like I met my whole caloric intake off of one beer because I do agree with you. So
Yeah, the more you drink it, it is getting a little heavier.
yeah,
right?
no,
in your stomach. Like,
right now it is.
I might need a nap.
Mind you, I've only had about this much of it, so but I already feel it, and I'm like, I don't know if I feel that great. Tastes good though.
Hey, yeah. Entitled to your own wrong opinions. It's fine.
Exactly.
All right, I guess that wraps up the grabbing a brisket.
It's been a minute.
All right.
I guess I'll
Leads
finish
us straight into. Can I bring up? I know we had originally had QU planned up, so
So we have no other plans.
no, we're gonna ad lib. It's one of my favorite games growing up in childhood. So we had a lot of videos that we put out earlier this week and probably last week, whatever. Some of them kind of went viral. Some of them popped off a little bit, and one in particular was the corn dog.
Yeah, we did really
Corn
well.
dog, burnt end.
The corn dog burnt ends. That kind of just like struck a nerve in a lot of people, and I was like, "Holy
They don't like
shit!"
it.
Well, first they're like,
That's
what?"
a hot dog.
It's a solid mix. It's a solid mix of
There you go.
that
That's
looks
a hot
amazing.
dog.
I'm doing that this weekend, and that's not a burn end.
Right.
And you guys are going crazy with burn ends. This is not only is it not a burn end, but we can stop with the burn end shit now. But either way, we got a lot of fucking views. Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing with when you put something out material, like
Yeah, I get it. Some people are shopping for views, right?
it's feedback, right?
Right.
Either way, it's feedback. And listen, this is not to be malicious or anything else. It was a fun experience. It's cool to have the press and to watch the hot dog expand and make different designs. It's like the method that we did is very similar to what you would do with burn ends. And like it's also
Right,
like
you did the glaze, the candy,
yeah,
and
but,
all that.
But at times, like, no shit. Like, go look at other videos that we do of actual burn-ins. If
Right.
that's what
Right.
you
Yeah.
think that we are. But it's some content.
I
It's
can
something
tell you,
fun.
I can tell you right now,
Don't hate on it.
100%. It was delicious.
Yeah, I know, right?
well,
Who cares what you call it? It tastes
Yeah.
good.
We're,
Yeah, it
we're
doesn't
not
matter.
like just throwing bullshit up everybody's
Right.
ass.
Did
I
we
mean,
want to get views? Sure.
definitely 100%.
But we aren't making shit for views that's not going to taste good.
It-
This
but
shit
it
was
was
the
delicious.
you
bomb.
can read Matt's lips, and he goes, "Holy shit, this is really good."
Yeah,
and,
it's good.
and if you go back and look at the video, like that's his honest opinion, even though it's just kind of because there's music playing or whatever else. Read those lips, like
Yeah.
that's his honest opinion of what it is. Yeah, it's not great. It's not burn ins, 100%.
It
But
was still delicious.
who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Right.
It,
You know?
It's one of those deals where you try not to get all up in the comments that people post and whatever, because obviously there's a lot of trolls that just roll.
Yeah.
They're like, that's some redneck shit right there. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I love it when
I
you get
responded.
trolls.
I was
It
like,
increases,
thank you.
It increases the algorithm.
Exactly.
Right. It's like, thank
Whatever.
you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And so we dropped the, obviously that day we were doing the same thing. And it was like we had the leftover batter and we cooked smoked a rack of ribs. Like, shit, let's
Yeah.
drop one of those into the corn dog mixture
Right.
and deep fry it. Next thing you know, we're just like, we got corn dog fried smoked ribs.
Yeah, that video's blown up a little bit too.
And everybody's like went all over like ham over it. But some people were like, that's disgusting. You guys' arteries are probably just like closing up everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I was
but-
like, shit.
What a way to go.
Yeah.
Right? I thought we were getting a lot of comments too about people talking about the pan fry method on top of
The aluminum pans.
Yeah.
on top of the Blackstone.
People were really into it. There's a couple people that said we're going to get cancer, but most people really liked it.
Yeah, but what is that really?
Take that however you want.
Everything, everything gives you cancer, you know.
Right, it's fine.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
What's a little cancer?
Yeah. Those 3 fried eggs you just ate, cancer.
no,
Right.
they're actually good for you.
Did you go outside in the sun? Cancer.
Cancer.
Right, that 100%.
You drink Diet Coke?
Did you
Cancer.
smoke anything? Did you actually smoke anything? Brisket, like all that smoking wood and everything else, it's a carcinogen.
See, I feel like you just need to consume a lot of carcinogens and you build up a tolerance to cancer. And I don't know if that's true, but I feel like it is.
Well,
so I'm going to go with it.
Listen, right now,
You sure you don't know?
Jan's signing up. He's like 100%
I will,
wholeheartedly like a
I
believer
will
right
actually
now.
say
Yeah?
this.
You're with me on
shit.
this? Okay.
I'll say this right now, and I know James and I don't share a lot of whatever else, but our mom has definitely been battling, and she smoked all of her life, right? 50 years, whatever. She's battling her health. However, one thing that I really found intriguing is after like all of her years smoking, and when I say all, I mean like 40 or 50 years of smoking. Guess what? No cancer. I was like, oh, well, damn, there's a hope there. Maybe that more blood is like, okay, James. Maybe, you know what I mean? I'm just
Right.
Hey, you heard it
saying.
here with this one example.
Hey.
Smoking doesn't cause cancer.
well, 100% kids.
Oh my God.
100%.
Don't listen to anything Jan says.
She also liked her steaks well done.
Well,
Oh,
that is
charred.
true.
Yeah, and don't argue with her about
And
it.
her hot dogs
No. She
burnt.
said
Did
we-
you do steak sauce or like ketchup on
no
her steak?
ketchup,
or?
bro.
Ketchup.
Oh,
at
man.
Killen's
Okay.
at Killen's restaurant.
No.
She goes,
no.
yeah, that ribeye, I want that sumbitch. She even said, she goes, sir, I want that well done. And when you come out, I need some ketchup. And then I think it came out.
They laugh.
I think
like
it
it's a
came
joke.
out. They had no ketchup, and then she like turned. She goes, "Sir, I need ketchup." And he goes, "Yes, ma'am." Comes
Wow.
out. Listen, here's the deal.
You're paying a lot of money at
When-
that place. You better
it
do
is-
what you paid for.
If it's your money, if they're cooking it the way you want, you can't hate on it. Like internally, I'm like, Mom, you're embarrassing us.
Right.
You're like 12 years old again.
Don't
Stop
do this,
it, Mom.
Mom. Just don't do it. Yeah.
I mean, really, the only wrong way to cook a steak is to not cook it the way they want it. Right?
I mean, that's not
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
But yeah,
It is,
I get
you're
what
right.
you're
It's
saying.
not true, but
Okay.
but I mean, it is what it is. If you paid for the steak, you better cook it how they want it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I used to make burgers all the time. I still make burgers all the time, but for her, I make burgers all the time. And she goes, "No, I make a burger. Well, I make them like medium." And James, I didn't actually realize I was making my burgers medium until James told me one time. He goes, "That's pink," and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm actually colorblind, so I have no idea that's pink, right?" I'm like, and then I'm like, I started thinking back. I was like, "Damn, I think I've always made a horrible."
He's doing 30 seconds each
Right.
steak.
I'm like,
Right.
here's your burger, eat it.
Arr.
But she's loved those burgers, right? And she's like, oh, Jan makes good burgers. Jan make burgers or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, like, and then she's like, well done steak. I'm like, oh, Mom, never mind. Yeah, you don't want that.
We love you, moms.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So this last weekend, and I'm probably gonna like actually just kind of say like, guys, I owe you a big apology. I really am sorry because in my head I had this idea of how easy it is to film some of the content that you guys all filmed, and so and I'm not saying I do my fair share or anything else, but this last week I've had this idea of like how to shoot this certain video. You know what I mean? To shoot this certain thing, right? In my head, it's there, And I've been preaching it. I've been yelling at people like, we got to do this. We got to do that.
Oh, your
We gotta do
ASMR
this.
videos
This is
and
what-
everything?
Yeah. And I'm like,
You heard
do
about it
this.
too?
Yeah, I
Do
heard
this.
about it.
So, and we all have, right? And so somebody, I think I told somebody, so one of y'all were like, well, just do it yourself. Like,
I'm pretty sure that was me.
shut the
That
F
sounds
I said,
like a- that
record
sounds
the
like a
video.
job
I hope you put it
statement.
together. Just do it.
Yeah.
Shut the F up and do it, right? And I'm just like, whatever. So I've been stewing ever since, right? Been stewing about this. So I go to HEB and I buy this pork steak thing. That's like, it's actually a pork butt. That's like $7. It's a small little, probably. It was pretty good size, to be honest with you.
Maybe 3/4 of a pork butt.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I buy this thing. I go home. And I'm thinking about what I'm only trying to use ingredients that I have in my house because I actually didn't go and buy shit for anything for this. I just stuff I already had. So I was like, I'm gonna go just look in the pantry. I'm like, boom, pantry. This, and I in my head I'm like directing everything. Right. Put this video together. It is the worst effing thing I've ever done in my life. I mean, it was so freaking bad that when I sent James the actual full video that I've cut together and did my transitions, it was so bad that he actually showed me both videos cut together. I go, can we lose the front half and only keep the second half? And when I said it, I was like, damn, I just cut every single video and all the time it took me to cut that together. I cut it all in one fell swoop. James, how about don't do any of that? Just capture everything you've done. And it's still the stuff that I put together. It's still it's my hard work of going some rub and recipe that I put together. But it was his 60 seconds of videoing that made the whole thing work. And it was the 3 hours of hell that I went through trying to get the first
Right.
10 seconds of my video. You know what I mean?
think one
It
of the
was
biggest,
ridiculous.
one of the biggest, like, I guess, faults or fails.
Yeah.
The video is like 10 minutes long.
Bro,
You got to edit that shit down.
No, I did.
We definitely are trying to condense and edit and
Killing
get down to, and you get it down to like a 1 minute video, and it's like it looked.
I got it down to 30-something seconds, and it was like click, 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 click.
Send
done.
it to me. Send it to me. I won't play with it.
I was like, oh, that looks like
Looks
shit.
like a Liam Neeson action movie.
No,
Just
it is
cut,
no,
cut.
no. Because I took like 25 different videos of one little. I obviously could have just stopped. Said no, take 6 seconds of this, 10 seconds of this,
You're learning.
whatever.
This is-
No, I took 25 6-second or 10-second videos.
Was it all in portrait or landscape? Portrait, I assume.
I actually don't really recall.
The-
Probably
up
pretty
in-
mixed.
Yes, it was in portrait mode. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, I just posted a video on our YouTube. I don't know if any of you guys saw this. It's completely the opposite. I did not edit anything. I did not cut really anything. I did cut, make sure there was nothing in there bad that we said or anything like that. But,
Yeah, I've not seen that.
But I just took a whole bunch of edits that we had from our trip to the Royale, like kind of like behind the scenes type unedited shit, and posted it today on YouTube. So
I've not seen that.
if our followers, if the people want to see that,
Check it out.
it's there. Check it out.
Okay. Thanks, brother.
Did that without consulting the group. Okay.
I don't need to. It's
Fair.
fine.
So,
As the
It's
producer.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
If the people wanted to probably find us social media wise,
Yeah, they should. They should do that.
GrabTheBrisket.com. GrabTheBrisket.com.
GrabTheBrisket.com. You can find all of our social media there. Or if you go to any social media and look up Grab the Brisket or Grab them in the Brisket, we're going to pop up. But just go to GrabTheBrisket.com. You can find everything through there.
So have you started to like actually type in what you can type in before it starts popping? Because I've gone to the website so many times, you start to autofill, right? And then I go clear, and I go back and go GRAB, and you can see like AI. There's an AI formula that's working. It's like grabbing the brisket. And you're like, there it is.
I feel like if you just type in brisket, we should be in like the first page. Of
That's what I'm
Google
saying.
by
We
now.
should be.
I like that. I don't know if that would happen, but I
we
do
need to
like
talk
it.
to Kel about this. I think Kel knows people. Dude, Kel knows everyone, right?
That's true.
And so maybe we can get that going. Like, first of all, it's brisket, grabbing the brisket, right? Or you think one, you think the other? No.
Yeah. Well, for me, yeah. I don't know if that works for everyone, but I do like the way you're thinking.
Yeah.
It sounds great.
love it. Hey, there's actually like this is not to sidetrack your conversation with whatever, but there's an actual AI that they developed, and I think it's called Bell. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It's
Is this the one that paints for you?
Yes, it paints. You basically can tell it anything you want, ever. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, I want Bill Clinton riding Donald Trump as the surfboard and blah, 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 and just name anything. And in a matter of seconds, you get a painting of this image.
What?
100%. I'm not even lying to you.
What?
Where is this?
I'm
Where do
still
you
like
see
trying
this?
to like. There's no way.
Yeah, you could be like, I want a. Can I get a picture of
Can we get a video up?
Donald Trump drinking a Coors Light, riding
A brisket.
a brisket as a surfboard,
Into the sunset.
shooting off rocket launchers, and in a matter of 3 seconds, this painting is already like boom. The image is right there in front of you.
That's crazy. Where are we seeing this at? Where do we go to find this thing?
I'm not really sure. The internet. Somebody owns it. I'm not sure who developed this AI
Go to
system.
the internet, John.
Oh, it's on the internet. Fine. Okay, I got it. Yeah, that's perfect.
But the crazy thing is, and the scary thing is, these AI computer systems are being developed, and some of them, like I've even seen articles and videos from Google engineers where they're working with some of this stuff, and some of them got let go or quit or whatever, where these AI systems are starting to try to recognize who they are, and they're starting to,
They've had to shut them down.
Like self-recognition?
correct. Yeah, they had to kind of shut them down because they're starting to understand. Literally, like, if they can process that much information in a split second, how? I mean, this is. I'm not going to say is this Terminator shit, but
That's what I was just
I was
thinking.
going to say we have 10 years before it's Terminator.
we have 10 years where it's like all of a sudden like everybody's launching nukes at everybody and like shit, we're done.
Man, that's scary. There's so much scary shit going on right now. I feel like that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah. I was like, why do you need me working at my company where you could just hire a AI robot to do done.
Yeah.
We've made all your purchases, we've made all your sales, this and that.
Don't
Done.
make yourself obsolete over here. Don't.
Listen, there's
don't put that out there.
websites devoted to this right now, James. I have a few sites right now I could put you on. Just know, once you enter, you're going on a list.
I don't want that.
So, but I'm saying, like, there's some
I'm sure you're on a list
Like,
with the Grabbing the Brisket
there's
podcast.
some
So
stuff out, right. But hey, guys, sorry, I don't frequent those things. I'm just saying, there's some shit out there, guys.
Thanks, Jan.
Deep.
Interesting.
Very deep.
There's some shit out there.
There is.
True. Shit happens.
Hey, by the way, the AI thing did work. I actually tried it out just then.
Was there a website?
Yeah, it's Crayon. CRAIYO, something like that. Crayon.
There you go. Go to that website.
Nailed it.
I typed in dogs playing pool. Took roughly 45 to 60 seconds. And it looked like pictures of dogs playing pool. I was like, I don't think that's the AI that we're all referring to, right?
So you're saying we got some time before we get taken over. Okay,
We're not-
good.
There's
Right,
no
okay.
Terminators coming out anytime soon.
no,
So-
I'll be back.
Hey, Sarah Connor.
Nice. Hey, stick to Grabbing the Brisket. You're going to get more Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonations. Hey, guys, hey, check out the grabbingthebrisket.com. We love you guys to interact with us. We love you to send your emails in, send your text messages. We also, we definitely love the feedback that we get when we do all the social media posts and all the videos that we put out there. Definitely interact. That's what kind of makes this whole thing go around, right?
Yeah, 100%. And if you got some questions for that new world champion QU, we'll have them on next week. So send those in and we'll ask them.
100%.
And this is the Grabbing the Brisket. Smoke on, guys.
Peace.
Dude, Alex is going to love you right now.
Thanks, everybody. We've been great.
Get it.
Dang it, Bobby. Just grab the brisket. We'd like to give a special thanks to Sucklebuster's Barbecue Rubs and Sauces, Bonner's Fiesta Spices, CoolieNation Custom Koozies, Cambro Manufacturing, Yeti Coolers, the Smoke Sheep Barbecue Newsletter, and Dow Strong Knives. We definitely appreciate your support.